Thank you for joining us here at the GER Sports Ground, home of Marchtown United. We're about to kick off this United Counties League Premier Division South fixture. It is Coventry United versus Marchtown United, two teams out of three who have won their opening two fixtures. We'll get into your team news very shortly as we're about to get the ball rolling with Jared Bradshaw, the new boy, up front. A few changes to the Coventry United side as here we go. We are officially underway. Coventry United kicking from right to left in their traditional strip of red shirts with green shorts and socks, the civic colours of the proud city of Coventry, and Marchtown in amber shirts with black shorts and socks. Through straight to the defender. Let's go for the team news now for Coventry United. A lot of changes. So Jack Tregartha starting goal. The back line of Aaron Addy, Archie Crowther, Brandon Williams and Ryan Okaze. In midfield we have Rise of Oil, Brad Coleman and Renato Prifty, and up front Jared Bradshaw, Finley Knoll and Samir Muzaffar. Early break here for Marchtown United, cutting in from the left-hand side, and what a start! What a start that is for Marchtown United. An absolutely beautiful goal put straight into the top corner. We've not even had 2 minutes on the clock. It's number 11 on the back of the player that scored. It is Lewis Cowie, who has put the Hares in front early on. So Coventry United 1-0 down already, just 2 minutes in. Not the start that new manager Carl Nolan would have hoped for. Sign of work to do, perhaps. United lose the ball again to Burrows. Off the field, Prifty's up there. On the left-hand side, Addy trying to get his head on that one. Has he committed the foul there? Yes, he has. A bit too tough in the air for the referee's liking. So Lewis Cowie's goal, the difference. Get launched in from the left-hand side, leaving up is Brandon Williams. And a volleyed attempt flying wide via a deflection from Owen McQuaid. It has been all match in the opening 4 minutes. Corners come. United on the back foot early on. Return to sender. Another up at the far post by Callahan. Prifty's header, looking for Samir Muzaffar. And the run curtailed down the left-hand side. Good defending from the number 7 there, Josh Burrows. Free kick there on, it was a handball incident. We do have a new camera here on CUTV, so apologies for the commentary isn't as good. We're still trying to get used to it. Captain Ryan Devoyle taking it short. Here's Renato Prifty. Devoyle. A chance to strike. And flashes wide from the boot of Samir Muzaffar, but United getting their first effort away. Garner looking for a run down the right-hand side, a run that was picked up before the number 10 friend could get there. It's collected by Jack Tregartha. Williams. Well, the target was United's number 10, Finley Knoll, but hooked out by Saunders on the halfway line. Addy. Up by Knoll, who got the final touch on that. It's going to be a corner sent behind via a amber head. Second short. It goes towards Prifty and well held at the near post by Jonah Gill. Away by the defender. Coleman. The players not wearing their squad numbers today. It's a 1-11. Run trickles out from Ephraim Romanos. Also a big shout out to Nigel Ward, who's tuned in from home. Throws up towards Knoll, or down the centre circle by McQuaid. Good strength on show against Ryan Okaze, who returns to the red and greens today. But a foul by Okaze on Craig Gillies. Battling for the ball just into United territory. Again, you can see where the areas of the park where the home side have tried to water the pitch with sprinklers. You can see big green patches and vast majority of yellow dried grass. It's almost impossible to keep a pitch in good condition in these temperatures. It's 32 degrees today. We're down by Callahan, and the reflected strike from Josh Burrows is out for the corner. Chipped in from the corner. And not a goal bound! And despite the best efforts of Jack Tregartha, it is in from Romanos. It's been the perfect start from Marchtown United. 8 minutes on the clock already. They are 2-0 up. Well, Cole Nolan's first game in charge is not going the way that the new gaffer would have liked. Right side, Bradshaw give chase, but United with not exactly an awful lot to chase today. Of course, read out any message you want to read out here on CUTV's live coverage. Rob Birdie Crow says, hello, Liam. Big shout out to Rob Birdie Crow, one of the most loyal Coventry United supporters. Why he's not here, I don't know. Answers my postcard. No, it hasn't made for good reading so far for Coventry United. Now 2-0 down. Here's Coleman. United trying to change that. They have come from deficits in the past many times. This is a new Coventry United team. Bradshaw looking to play it behind at the Wrestling it back on the edge of the penalty area, but couldn't find a red shirt. Goes the throw from Garner. Sam Garner, hoofed high into the sky by Brunby. Crover, dispossessed up front by Owen McQuaid. I'm going to slip it through for Friend. Crucial intervention from Brandon Williams. But Garner races onto it, lunging by Okaze. Brilliant challenge from the young left back. Here in place of the injured Archie Bales. Not giving up though with Josh Burrows. But ball down the right hand side, trickling out for a goal kick. Very sunny day here in Cambridgeshire. The longest journey of the season for Coventry United, getting it out of the way nice and early. 85 miles the distance between the Butts Park Arena and the GER Sports Ground. Okaze up, chipped up by Devoyle, not back down by Okaze for Devoyle. Surrounded by amber shirts, couldn't find a way out here. Sammy Muzaffar, and now Devoyle has taken it through. Taking on Garner. Garner steps in with the challenge and wins it back. Sam Garner looking for a run. Who will he find? There's space on the left-hand side. Here's Cowie, who got the goal scoring started. We know he can hit them. Is he going to try again? Angle's a bit tight. Chips it in and chips it over the woodwork. Cowie looking a very real threat in the early going. Well, after today, there will be a 2-week break here on CUTV. The next time we come on air is on the 27th of August. That is at home to Long Buckby. Coleman. Riley Devoyle. Prifty looking for Muzaffar. Has to track back. He has got the throw out of it. Front line, Prifty couldn't get there. Romanos. Good strength from Bradshaw. Crossfield ball by Garner. Too tough to chase for Cowie. Throwing just in front of his own technical area. Renato Prifty. That would drag by the midfielder. Romanos, referee says no foul. Switching the play over to Muzaffar. Muzaffar goes down in the challenge of Garner. He waited to see whether the whistle was going to be blown. It wasn't. Back heel pass on for Cowie. Addy was first to, with a bit of help from Brandon Williams. And the chase is on down the right-hand side for Coventry United. Bradshaw looking for a route in, but launched away by Jack Saunders. United knocking on the door. The referee issuing directions as to where the throw is to be taken. Addy looking for options. Bradshaw's there. Here is Jared Bradshaw, signed from the Neaton Griff this week. Looking to put it in, diverted away. Nearly fell to the feet of Prifty. It's not out of danger yet. As Devoyle hits it! Skims the post on the way out. Renato Prifty scoring his first Coventry United goal, this time last week in the FA Cup match at Highgate. He was looking to add another goal for contention to the CUTV Goal of the Month award. Played out with Callahan. Wayward ball from the defender. Straight out for a throw. And we're going to have our first drinks break of the afternoon. There will be a few of these. We've only had 14 minutes, but due to the temperatures, there should be at least 2 drinks breaks in each half, so 4 in total. You usually see it at 25 minutes if it's above 25 degrees, but it is in the 30s, so these lads have got to be protected. Now let's have a look through some of the latest scores from around the grounds if we can. Of course, Coventry City not in action today. In fact, no, Coventry are in action, sorry. They are against Millwall, and Coventry are leading. Coventry City lead Millwall by 1-0. A goal from Kyle McFasdeen. The Millwall 0, Coventry City 1. Great start for the Sky Blues. Let's have a look at some of the Premier League fixtures. No goals in the Premier League. There is a full-time score. Aston Villa 2, Everton 1. Not one that Coventry United fans will be happy with. In the Championship, as we said, Coventry City leading by 1-0 at Millwall, and Rotherham beating Reading 2-0. Bristol City 1-up at Wigan. Oh, another Sky Blues game called off on Tuesday, the game against Wigan Athletic. Carl Nolan with his new coach Gary Hardwick and Craig Jones going through a few tactics. The game far from gone at this early stage, but it is a mountain to climb for the Red and Greens. Underway once again. Score Marchtown United 2, Coventry United 0. As we said, both of these teams have won their opening 2 league fixtures. United ever so close to beating Highgate in the FA Cup this time last week, but were dragged back by a late equaliser and of course lost the replay 4-0. Put in by Cowie, nodded away. Briefly ensuring that the rebound didn't fall to the waiting player on the edge of the area. Cross diverted by Devoyle to Jack Tregartha, who manages to bring it down. Crowther striding away from the back line. Noel. Looking for Bradshaw on the right-hand side. Defender gets there first with good pressure from Jared Bradshaw. And now Muzaffar collects on this near side. He needs support. He's looking to go on his own. He's got the throw in. Couldn't find a route past Sam Garner. Coleman was screaming at Muzaffar to pass. But we'll continue with this throw. 1-2 between Muzaffar and Okaze. And this time it's going to be a March throw-in. Diverted off Okaze this time. Right now, because they're playing at left back. He had a right back for his tenure at Coventry United last season. This, of course, Okaze's first appearance with the Red and Greens this term, and new manager Carl Nolan. Flicked off the head of Renato Prifty, couldn't find Bradshaw up front. Challenged by Muzaffar, and Muzaffar's got the loose ball, but gave it up. Burrows back to Gill. Gill. Collected by Garner. Not before it went over the line. Throwing Coventry United about 10 yards up line from the halfway line. It's a long way to come today, but a few members of the Red and Green Army have made their way into Cambridgeshire. Okaze. And not back into his own backyard by Scott Callahan, but it is collected by Jonah Gill. "19 minutes gone here at the GER Sports Ground. Coventry United losing by 2-0. And we are using a backup camera today. The CUTV camera is currently being repaired. Should be back for the next game against Long Butby. I hope it is. It's 2 weeks away. But yeah, CUTV should be back in 2 weeks with the usual camera, but we do want to thank Sammy Mazaffa's family for lending us this one, which was used for the under-18s last year. It's a 4K. Tripod's a little bit, to try to get to terms with it, but footage should be all right. Bit of heads and V's going on in the midfield. Thumped up line for Gillies to chase. Craig Gillies. Awkward control, but has kept it in. Now Burrows. Stopped to the near post by Crowther, but Burrows has got it back. McQuaid looking to strike. Wide did the mark. Dragarva rooted to his line. There was nothing he could do. McQuaid crucially didn't hit the target. An update on the highlights from the Highgate game. As soon as the CUTV camera is prepared, we will be able to edit those for you. So, Through the Lens Productions have actually done a highlights package themselves. They work on behalf of Highgate, so kind of have a look at that if you want to see Tuesday night's game. And he tracks back and volleys to Crowther. One of the defender nods it up, only as far as Brad Coleman. Second Coventry United start after appearing against Milton Keynes Irish. Darting run down the right hand side, trying to pull it across and out by Romanos. As Bradshaw looked to find Finley Knoll, the former United under-18s midfielder. Harold saying, give me a shout out and we win together. Hopefully United will win together today. Here comes the corner, nodded up rather than out. Crowther, head away by a yellow shirt. Lofted high into the sky by Devoyle. Ronnie Devoyle flashes wide. And one of the fans actually heading that one back into play. Rob Birdie Crow saying, I'm not there because I'm here. Where is here, Rob? What's more important than Coventry United? I heard Roy Eden as well, who is organising the CUTV camera repair. Massive thank you to Roy. If it's late, send your hate mail to him. Okaze. Looking for Renato Prifty. Neat turn by Bradshaw. He's got lots of potential, this lad. Signed from Dunedin Griff this week. Taking on Saunders. Great run, but it was blocked off. And the defender, Brumby, with a clear as far as Aaron Addy, who's dispossessed. Surging run from Friend. Also Gillies on the right-hand side, collected by Okaze, but a challenge from behind takes it to Romanos. Sam Garner. Romanos looking for a cheeky back heel. Prifty didn't allow it to happen. And now Sammy Mazaffa down the left-hand side. He's got great pace on him. But loses out to Callahan. Takes it right into the corner and blasts it out off the body of Mazaffa for the Marchtown United throw. One of the favourites for the league title, Marchtown United, and they're showing why. Free kick for a little push in the back by Ryan Okaze. A little bit soft, but referee said it's fine. Awkward ball for Aaron Addy to deal with, and it's heading out for a throw just about level with the penalty area. That's an awkward one for Coventry United. Good passing around on the edge of the penalty area for Marchtown. Cowie. Lewis Cowie looking to double his goal total. There's extra space on the right-hand side for Craig Gillies. It's Gillies in. Headed goal by Cowie, not with the same conviction or accuracy as we saw from him earlier. 25 minutes gone here on CUTV. We'll be going off air at half-time for a quick break. Definitely need some liquids. It's absolutely ridiculously hot today. And that's on air here on CUTV in 2 weeks at home to Long Buckby. Tickets £8. Under 18s just under 16, I should say, just £1. So let's fill the butts next week. You might be able to hear a Marchtown fan there. But it is the home attendants who are the happier of the two so far. Here's Renato Prifty. There may have been a call for offside there against the Coventry United number 10. And that would be Finley Knoll. But it's safely back with the goalkeeper, Gill. Brunby. Pushing the back by Aaron Addy on Lewis Cowie, but it's fallen to the feet of Brandon Williams. Bradshaw. Deflected pass over to Bradley Coleman. Did it hit the arm of Romanos? Yes, it did. Romanos disgusted with the decision. And the referee is calling over Riley DeVoyle and Archie Crowther. I'm not entirely sure what for. Maybe some form of dissent from the young centre-back, another from the under-18 side from last year. Crowther also getting a little bit of encouragement from coach Craig Jones, who we're delighted to say has stayed on with the Coventry United coaching team. Drilled low, free kick, but easily picked up by Saunders. That's poor from DeVoyle. We won't be happy with that one. Now it's McQuaid. They're going to roll it right, and that's a crucial intervention for Coventry United at the back, and Tregartha launching it away. Archie Crowther preventing the through ball from reaching Craig Gillies in what would have been a perfect shooting opportunity. Well, drinks break number 2 can't be far away. Launched in from the throw by Garner, header away by Okaze. Flicked up by Muzaffer. Can he bring it down? It's an awkward one. Garner gets his head onto it, forces Muzaffer down. Okaze with the volley clear. And as far as Josh Burrows. Garner tried to bring it to feet, but he'll stabbed out by Muzaffer. Who say a much changed Coventry United team. 9 senior players unavailable today. A number of young players have been signed for this match. Trip on the edge of the area, the 2 number 8s going head-to-head there, and it's Prifty who's brought down McQuaid, and this is a prime shooting position. McQuaid standing over it, as well as Josh Burrows. A third goal before half-time would put Marchtown United firmly in the driver's seat. Tregartha has fantastic reflex. He's going to need them here. McQuaid drills it straight into the wall. Could be back in here by Friend. Curling towards the far post line, back into the danger zone and hit it for the third. It's Cowie again. Marchtown are loving life. Scorching temperatures, scorching performance. And the young man wearing number 11 has lit the fuse at the GER Sports Ground to put Marchtown United 3-0 up. And the lads are going to go over for their second drinks break. That goal coming on 29 minutes. And there has been another goal at the Den, and Coventry City now lead by 2-0. Matty Godden with the second goal. It's going much better for the blue side of Coventry than it is for the red. And Marchtown fans asking United, can we play you every week? Well, it hasn't been a glittering performance from Coventry United, must be said, but we have to remember these are young lads of 17, 18, 19, 20. Very few senior appearances between them. Even the older of the younger players are not playing today. As we said, 9 senior players out. A debutant, 2 debutants up front. And young lad making his first appearance of the season at left back. It is a rebuild season for Coventry United. Of course, they want to win every game that they can. They want to push up towards the top end of the table. But as Chairman Michael Kavanagh said, this year is about consolidation. Consolidating the club, consolidating the team. A handball against Ronnie Devoyle from the restart there. This is really disappointing from Coventry United, it must be said. We know they can do better than this. That's taken short by Saunders. Burrows. Hasselton harried by Bradshaw. In by Saunders. Space on the right-hand side for Gillies with a crucial header by Ryan Okaze. It's rolled back with Tregartha. It's not going to be rushing this. Crowther. Devoyle to Brandon Williams. Poor control in the midfield from the Marchtown player. And as Finley no to it, Romanos in with the challenge. And that's a fantastic ball done around side by Coleman. Will Bradshaw be able to reach it? No, he won't. He's a couple of strides behind. But great vision on show by Brad Coleman. And there have been goals in the Premier League. Arsenal leads Leicester by 1-0. And Manchester City 2-0 up at home to Bournemouth. Frame the Coventry United for the clearance. Down the left-hand side, the attempt to chase by Jack Friend, but it's easily edged out. In fact, there's been another goal at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal now 2-0 up against Leicester. Jesus with both goals. Key free kick given away by Coventry United again by Ronnie Devoyle on the halfway line. Saunders. Good side to play it short to Romanos. Here it goes towards Gillies. Headed up by Gillies. Tregartha coming for it, but it's Crover who brings that danger to an end. Garner looks to restart it. Okaze all over the back of Gillies. Referee could have given a foul there. Referee says no. And you have the throw in from Samir Muzaffar. Tried to take it quickly, but as a little bit out of position. Took a few yards further than he should have done. Okaze to Muzaffar. Dispossessed by Garner. It's off the chest of the captain Gillies. No. Intercepted by Gillies, but Coleman's in there looking for a teammate, but it's with Callahan. And out on this near side for a throw. Very deflection from a Coventry United man halfway into United territory. It's going to be Marchtown United to get underway again. Looking for Friend. Brought to feet by Crowther. The target was Okaze, but it rolls out for a throw in on this near side. It caught Okaze short. Okaze blasts it away after good strength from Coleman to take Giddies away from it. Gillies. Going to bring it down from McQuaid. Okaze does enough. And now it's pretty down the left. Out-muscled. Fairly, says the ref. Is Cowie on the left. Lewis Cowley taking on Aaron Addy. Still Cowie. Taking on all comers. Cross headed clear by Crowther. Now Samir Muzaffar races past Garner, but where would he go from here? Muzaffar and the offside flag raised against Finley Knoll. Good idea, but Knoll making the run just too quickly. Howard Jones asking why 9 players are injured. Most of them, 9 players are out, most of them injured, a few just not available for selection. And Howard, it's not a case that they don't want to play for Coventry United. The game against Highgate caused a lot of injuries for Coventry United. That pitch was like playing on stone. A normal fall on a normal pitch wouldn't have caused anything, but stuff like that on the Highgate pitch can cause injuries. We saw a lot of players struggling afterwards. We also have a couple of holidays to contend with as well, but these lads on the pitch are here. They're giving it their all. Not being rewarded on the score sheet yet, but there's still another half of football to go after this one as Cowie chasing the ball down the left-hand side out for a goal kick. Goal at the Den. Millwall have pulled one back through Jake Cooper. It's now Millwall 1, Coventry City 2. Brandon Williams. Here's DeVoyle looking to dig it through for Renato Prifty on the halfway line. It's collected by Garner. Now Gillies playing on the right wing. Bounces through the penalty area. That cross Cowie will collect on the left-hand side. Here's Lewis Cowie. Leaves Addy for dust. Cowie spun away with the hands of Tregartha and Gillies with the miss hit. Through by Friend. That's Addy all the way back home. Tregartha. Muzaffar up fully beaten in the air by the towering presence of Garner. Crowther wants options after he intercepts. Now Renato Prifty, one of the more promising players in this Coventry United team, looking for the through ball, but Noel couldn't keep up. And out into the hands of Jonah Gill. We've got about another 6 minutes of normal time to go. There will, of course, be a few stoppages for the drinks breaks. Prifty battling Romanos and has come away with it. Didn't need the help of Brad Coleman. And now on the right-hand side, it's Jared Bradshaw. There's move. You could tell by Saunders, who collected the ball but had to clear on the near side. It's going to be a throw just down line for the penalty area for Coventry United. Not many clear-cut opportunities for the Red and Greens in this first half. Be interesting to see what changes Carl Nolan makes at the break in terms of tactics and potentially personnel. Addy. Just a turn and shoot. Perhaps it's laid off to Brad Coleman. He won't want to remember that one. High, wide, not at all handsome. And really epitomises Coventry United's first half. Taken short by Gill. Awkward pass back to Gill from Callahan. Saunders. Friend. Turns his man. Has to cut back in just about. Keeps it away from that white line. For a ball to Cowie. Gilly's waiting in the middle. Friend's there. Friend. Dispossessed by Prifty and gets the free kick, Renato Prifty. No, he doesn't. It's given against Prifty. It's a bit harsh, that one. I don't think Prifty did anything wrong. Maybe a handful of shirt from Prifty. I'm not too sure. It's hard to tell from this side of the field. No drive by Friend, headed away by Devoyle. Volleyed away by Bradshaw. Back into danger. Romanos will chase. Okaze for company. He's got Garner down line. Here is Garner. Cuts away from Mazaffa. An advantage given. He was caught by Mazaffa, but the cross is pumped upfield by Brandon Williams. And hooked down that far side by Saunders. Into the final pickings of the first half. Here on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook. Score, Marchtown United 3, Coventry United 0. 2 from Lewis Cowie, putting the home side firmly in control. Addy. Brought to the ground by Bradshaw. Pressure from behind by Saunders. And Bradshaw gets the free kick. A bit too much pushing and pulling from the left back. And if United can get one back here, there will be hope for the second half. And it goes towards Brandon Williams. The wrong side of the post. But probably the closest Coventry United have come all match. Closing stages of this first half here on CUTV. We're going off air for around 10 minutes for a quick drinks break at the break. Callahan high into the sky. Didn't quite get the distance behind it. Coleman heads it behind. Friend got there initially, but it's now collected by Renato Prifty. Here's Ryan Okaze. United have found their feet towards the end of this first half, and Mazaffa clearly tripped by Callahan as he got away from the veteran number 4, but Callahan sticking out a leg and tripping the young United winger. Devoyle has really become the go-to for set pieces for Coventry United with just 2 minutes of normal time in this first half. This opportunity could be a gift for the Red and Greens if used wisely. Devoyle goes for it alone, curls over the crossbar. Devoyle trying to get United back into this game on his own. So there goes the kick from Gill. About at the end of normal time. Free kick given for an infringement on Brad Coleman. Shove from the side, inside the centre circle. It's played short to Renato Prifty. Here's Ryan Okaze with space. Okaze slips on the dry turf as he looks to find Mazaffa down the left-hand side. This first half hasn't gone to plan for Coventry United, it must be said. Here's Prifty stealing the ball from under Romanos' nose, sandwiched between Romanos and Garner, that forced into touch. United could have had a shout for a free kick there, but the referee waves away protests. Side flag raised on the far side against Gillies. Playing out the back with Archie Crowther. Target is Muzaffar. Well, I don't think Peter Crouch was getting on the end of that ball. Straight over Muzaffar's head. And it's going to be a throw about 10 yards into enemy territory. And the throw straight out for a Coventry United throw. That time it was March who failed to control on the far side thanks to the challenge from behind by Okaze. Prifty. Fired away to the other end of the park, and it's out of play for a throw in level with Coventry United's penalty area to Coventry United. After Garner's misguided ball. Oh, got some more entertainment here at the GER Sports Ground. We've got pint juggling in front of us. Cowie urged to shoot. Slips it through, but poor ball control by Jack Friend. And the goal was gaping for the Hares, number 10. Okaze back with the red and greens after missing pre-season. Prifty. Handball claims and are upheld against Josh Burrows. Taken short by Devoyle. Here's Prifty back to Devoyle. It hits the referee, so we'll have to get underway once again with the drop ball. Of course, drop balls are now uncontested. So it's virtually another free kick for Coventry United. Prifty offering an option. Devoyle in. Good strong header away by Callahan. McQuaid on as far as Devoyle. Romanos with the long lofting ball. Friend is the target. But Crowther will let that one trickle into touch for a throw, but it is in a dangerous position. They've got to get it out of their own backyard. It's right in the corner. And they're not going to press United too far in here. Addy's throw. Pinballing through the midfield and eventually called back for a Marchtown throw. It looks like Prifty has caught one of the home players. Offered in by Burrows. There's Romanos. Couldn't make contact. Did Crowther leave it? Yes, he did. Didn't make contact with it. Goal kick. Here's Renato Prifty. And offside flag are raised against Finley Knoll. So we've had 5 minutes of the second half, and there's a change for Coventry United. Aaron Addy is withdrawn. And coming on for the Red and Greens is Evan Osborne. Bounces into the area of Osborne was up there. It's back into the hands of Jack Tregartha, and it looks like it's going to be a straight swap. Osborne at right back, replacing Aaron Addy. Okaze body checked on the far side of the field as he runs into the sizable presence of Garn, and the referee agrees it is a free kick. Muzaffer couldn't beat Garner. That's collected in the centre circle by Brad Coleman. Bradshaw was giving chase, but it's far too central. Back to Gill. And Gill taking this side march down. Note that they have a big advantage on the scoreline. And it will take something very, very special from Coventry United to get anything from this match. Gill. His kick could find its way through to Lewis Carey, but it rolls past, and it is still 3-0 here at the GER Sports Ground. And bad news for Sky Blues fans. Coventry City have just been drawn back to 2-2 at Millwall. Cowie turns Osborne. Option at the far post. Friend looking to strike, forced away by Okaze. Only as far as Jack Burrows. Burrows will not be denied. Still going Burrows, goes down into the challenge. Referee says corner. Looks like fair call from the referee. The fans at the scaffold end of the GER Sports Ground certainly don't agree with the referee's decision. But once the ref's mind is made up, it won't be changed. Will the scoreline be changed? Romanos, more height and distance. Osborne nods it out away from Callahan for another corner. Tregartha was tracking him. It's headed away at the far post by Okaze. And handball against Lewis Cowie on the left-hand side of the penalty area. You know, want to start quickly, but they'd be better off thinking about this. Taking a back step. Down line to Riley DeVoyle. Bradshaw waiting for it. Header away by Saunders. Cowie. Bradshaw snatches it but takes it out. For it to come from Saunders. McQuaid offering short. Here's Burrows. And launched in, but the offside flag was raised and dropped by the assistant, but eventually raised again against Craig Gillies. And the second change of Coventry United, Archie Crowther is brought off. So actually no, that's Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams is off. And coming on for United is Jake Williams. No relation, I believe. Jake Williams is on for Brandon Williams. Archie Crowther remains on the pitch. Not winning their squad numbers today, so it's a bit confusing. Chases on down the right-hand side. Oh, that's awkward. It is out of play. For a goal kick, the slide by Callahan, but he couldn't keep up with it. Tragafa away. Playing from Mazaffa, beaten mid-air. From back there, Renato Pretty. Noel won't let it go, and a barge in for an assignment by Samir Mazaffa. I think the ref wants a word. And I think we're going to see the first booking of the match, are we? No, final warning for Samir Mazaffa. Break down the right from Josh Burrows. Across the opportunity, he's got a short down line. Whipped in, header by Crowther. And Carey's going to let that one go for a throw level with the penalty area. Saunders. With ball in hand. McQuaid, back to Saunders. Covered up by Bradshaw. Bradshaw takes that for another throw. Turns to Saunders from the throw. Crowther trying to crowd him out. Cross is put away. Coleman only finds touch. We'll be having our next drinks break very shortly. We've had 13 minutes of play in the second half, so coming up to the hour mark overall. Pretty snatches possession on the edge of the area. Pirouettes in the box, beautifully away from Gillies. Renato Prifty. Bit of an arm drag from Romanos. Referee says foul. About 10 yards away from the halfway line, and Romanos taking the ball with him, looking not to get booked for that. And another sub coming up for Coventry United, and it's Finley Knoll being replaced by another debutant, that being Ethan Kavanagh, son of Coventry United chairman and part owner Michael Kavanagh. Launched up by Crowther, who's in the penalty area. Oh, no one for United. It's Callahan away. They try to bring it down with the header. Can Crowther keep it in? No, he can't. Disappointing for the Red and Greens. Could be one more move before the drinks break. Friend. Shoved to the ground by Williams. Referee says no foul. Mazaffa. The offside flag raised. It looks like it was on to me. It will be a free kick against Samir Mazaffa. In this second half, Marchtown seemingly just letting United come at them. Cowie. Good pressure by Osborne. Finds McQuaid, who loses out to Brad Coleman. And the free kick given against Coventry United for a push by Coleman, just as Prifty collected possession. It's towards Romanos. And it was actually headed by Gillies, the captain. But nowhere near adding a fourth. Taken short. Crowther. And for a lofted ball headed away to Romanos. Romanos taking on Osborne. Still going Romanos. Great run. Beating Osborne for pace. Romanos. That's a neat slide in from behind by Osborne. Take it out for the corner. "29 minutes of play remaining here at the GER Sports Ground in Marchtown, Cambridgeshire. The longest trip of the season for Coventry United. And it's in a bit of a long day in terms of the match. United 3-0 down. Jack Friend taking his time with the corner. Romanos making the run. Punched by Dragava, who was taken out in that exchange. It's put in the back of the net, but it's not going to count. The fans behind the goal not happy with the spoil sport referee, but it was the right call. And it is now time for the first drinks break of the second half. After 17 minutes of play. Let's have a look at some of the current scores. We did, of course, tell you that Coventry City, who were leading 2-0 at the Den, have been pegged back to 2-2. That goal scored by former Sunderland man George Honeyman. In the Premier League, Leicester have got one back against Arsenal, but were quickly dragged back by a Granit Xhaka goal. It's now Arsenal 3, Leicester 1. Manchester City 3-0 up at home to Bournemouth. Goals from Gundogan, De Bruyne and Foden. Leeds 2-0 up at Southampton. Certainly surprising a few so far this season. 2 goals from Rodrigo. And in the Championship, Huddersfield 1, Stoke 1, Hull 2, Norwich 0. A bit of a surprise there. Luton 0, Preston 1, Millwall 2, Coventry City 2, Rotherham 4, Reading 0, Sunderland 2, QPR 0, and Wigan 0, Bristol City 1. I want to say a big shout out to Simon Reynolds, who is tuned in. And we must say, although the scoreline isn't what Coventry United would have wanted, or the players, officials, the fans, or anyone would have wanted, you have to give a lot of respect to these young lads who have showed up today and played in this, quite frankly, ridiculous weather. In my opinion, I think the game probably should have been called off for health reasons. But the game was judged to be played, and these lads have come out and given everything they can. Striding away now is Crowther. For Bradshaw. Osborne leaves it for Saunders. Saunders couldn't keep it in. Romanos under pressure. Trying to drag one back here. Here's Prifty. Renato Prifty trying to steady himself with a shot to get too close to the defender. Kalanake trying to get it out. Down goes Prifty. Having the arm dragged. Referee says no foul. Prifty going down in hope rather than expectation. And now Gillies trying to get to the loose ball. On the edge of the Coventry penalty area. Osborne sees it out. Good work there by the young defender. It's been the easiest couple of games for Coventry United. Of course, losing the replay against Highgate United 4-0 at the Coppice midweek. And of course, losing 3-0 away to Marchtown United. Saunders avoids the challenge of Devoyle, and crucial intervention by Ryan Okaze to ensure that a tap-in didn't happen. Frustration for Marchtown United, but young Ryan Okaze preventing the shots from Craig Gillies. It would have been Gillies' easiest finish of his career. We'll read out a few more of your messages in a short while. Remember, our next fixture here on CUTV is at home to Long Bookby in 2 weeks. Dragava with the punch, but it goes behind for another corner, does it? Or is it a throw-in? I think it is a throw right in the corner on this near side. Simon Reynolds says we're going to win 5-4. That means that Marchtown are going to score again. Not too keen on that idea. Worden says, easy, just giving them a head start. Harold says, come on, you red and greens. These lads are absolutely amazing. That they are, Harold, that they are. Well, it is going to be a corner to be taken by Friend towards that far post. Regartha couldn't claim, but a free kick given against Romanos as Callender strode in for the header. So to confirm, all three of Coventry United's changes have been made. Now we're about to see the first one from Marchtown. It's Owen McQuaid coming off, and coming on is Lewis Gibson. Straight stop in midfield, perhaps. In fact, no, United have kicked off before the substitution could be completed. Dragava with a kick towards the right-hand side. Followed on by Bradshaw. Romano steps in, skips away from the challenge and plays it back to Gill, who's had a very quiet afternoon. Crowther, returned by the header of Romanos. Friends up there, but Crover to the ball first. Back from Devoyle, Crover, headed on by Prifty. Kavanagh wants it through, lofted ball for even Kavanagh. Goes to the ground and drags the defender with him, and it's back with Gill. Ethan Kavanagh, like we said, the son of new chairman Michael Kavanagh. One of the linesmen is raising the flag for a substitution, but the ball's still in play. Maybe a read of the rules would help him on that one. The ball has to go out of play before a sub can happen, not just the goalkeeper claiming the ball. Kalina scoops it up. Could find Mazaffa on this near side. Samir Mazaffa trying to bring it down, couldn't do so. And now comes the substitution where McQuaid will be replaced by Lewis Gibson. Well, they're having a disco at the scaffold end. Good day to be a Marchtown United fan, it must be said. Mazaffa from the throw, collecting from Osborne, but possession doesn't last long. Bouncing ball down the left-hand side, over the white line. Coventry United throw halfway into their own territory. Throwing into Osborne, chased straight out by Prifty. We'll name our CUTV man of the match with 10 minutes to go. Let us know who you think it should be in the YouTube comment section or on Twitter at Cov United. Here's Cowie, who certainly would be a contender for the Marchtown man of the match. Great burst down the left-hand side by Burrows, but took it a step too far. No, with the penalty area, takes it out for the throw. Part of this fixture should be available tomorrow evening. Due to this not being the CUTV camera, there are a few more precautions that we have to take in order to get the footage off onto the laptop, so apologies for any delay. But we are hoping the CUTV camera will be back in time for the next game against Long Bookby. It's on the 27th of August, the August bank holiday weekend. On the 29th, we're at Easington. United pressing on, trying to snatch Jonah Gill's clean sheet away. Osborne the target. Osborne collects ahead of Cowie. Several United debutants coming on from the bench. This is a Coventry United team still finding their feet. They've had 2 good victories, and of course they're not the finished product yet. Here's Bradshaw. Looking for the far top corner, wasn't a million miles away. Jared Bradshaw signed from the Neaton Griff on Thursday night. And another player signed, not here today, but now a member of the Coventry United team, former Coventry United man Keenan Palmer. He's signed after a successful trial. He won't be in the squad today. Should be ready to go for the Long Buckby game, but Keenan Palmer is back. Of course, his brother Elliot Palmer, a former Coventry United centre-back as well. We've only got 18 minutes to go at a sweltering GER Sports Ground. There may be one more drinks break here, but I don't think the result has been in question for a while. Brad Coleman nods it into touch on this near side. Mustafa couldn't track back in time. Moved up line by Saunders. Brought to feet by Riley DeVoyle. With a Bradshaw on the left-hand side, launched away by Garner. Fair play to the United lads. They may be 3-0 behind, but they are not giving up a single ball. It's out of play right in. In fact, it's gone out for a corner. On it back by Ryan Okaze. Taken short and launched away on the volley by Crowther. Marchtown pressing on again, looking for a fourth goal. And Friend straight into the scaffolding behind the goal at the end, effectively known as a scaffold end by the Marchtown United fans. Crowther. He matched the run of Ethan Kavanagh. Kavanagh going down the centre. Doesn't get there first, but it's not giving up the ghost. It's back with Gill. But Kavanagh still chasing. Gill away cleanly. Cushion control by Crowther, only as far as Gillies, as Gibson scoops it up down the left-hand side for Lewis Carey to chase. Tries to keep it in. Stuck it out for a goal kick. Garver kept a clean sheet on his re-debut for Coventry United against Milton Keynes Irish on the opening day. He won't keep one today. And he's having a bit of banter with the fans behind the goal. Floating ball over the back line. Kavanagh will chase. And that will go out for a corner. Will it? No, it's just kept in from Gill to the header by Brumby. Coming up to the 75th minute. There's going to be another change for Marchtown United. The next time the ball goes out of play, we will see the second sub. An awkward bounce to the United defence to deal with, and that results in goal number 4 for Friend. Nodding it over to Garver, who tried to claim. A fantastic 4 for Marchtown United against a gutsy Coventry United 11. But the home side are having a party at the GER Sports Ground. Well, here comes the change for Marchtown United FC. And it is the double hero Carey coming off. Lewis Carey replaced. In what appears to be a defensive change, Rob Conyard is the man to come on. "15 minutes for Conyard to make an impression, and it is going to be a defensive change. Plays it short from the kickoff. Here's Renato Prifty. It really is a training exercise now for Coventry United as a free kick is given. Too much pushing and pulling from Josh Burrows. And United want to take one quickly. The biggest problem in midweek against Highgate was the decision making. That hasn't been a problem today. Kanya will give chase for that football from the back. Tregartha only finds Gillies. Gibson, will he try and catch the keeper off his line? He'll try, but he'll fail. It's over the woodwork. We're hearing that there's around 280 fans here at the GER Sports Ground. Harold, I'll see if they've got any programmes there for you, mate. Can't guarantee anything, though. Coleman. Prifty to target, and Prifty gets there first, puts it through for Kavanagh. Will Kavanagh beat Saunders to it? Now Saunders there first, turns away from Ethan Kavanagh. And finds Conyard who heads it across for Gillies. And it's after a throw, taken quickly by Osborne. Coleman looking to side foot it to a teammate, but collected by Romanos. Gillies lets that one go for a goal kick, just rolls past him. And the fourth and final drinks break will now take place on what is a ridiculously hot day in Cambridgeshire. I wouldn't have been surprised to see this game called off due to the weather. We're seeing on the temperature gauge it's 31 degrees. It feels like more than that, to be honest with you. A reminder that the next time we are on air here on CUTV, the 27th of August, Butts Park Arena, Coventry United versus Long Buckby. If you can make it, it's £8 a ticket for adults and £1 for under 16s. If you can't make it, we'll have live commentary, as always, here on CUTV. And on Bank Holiday Monday, we are travelling to Easington. Wasn't a happy hunting ground for Coventry United last season. It was the sites of a surprise 3-0 defeat. But we're going back there, hoping for retribution. That is taking place on Bank Holiday Monday, again at 3 o'clock. And a quick one, we will not be providing coverage of the game at home to Coggenho on the 3rd of September because I'm on holiday in Cornwall. But I'm back for the 10th against Belper, getting back into commentary around 12 o'clock. So excuse me if I'm a bit flustered or a bit hungover. Remember, Cornwall's the home of Rattler, and it's 6%, so don't be surprised. The players called back into action for the final proceedings at the GER Sports Ground. Final change of the afternoon coming up for March Town United. It's not going to happen straight away though. I think we're going to get the game underway with the goal kick. Well, it can only be one of two men, that being Sol Goodby and Harry Edwards. Now the change is going to happen. And it is Harry Edwards coming on for Jack Saunders. Final change of the 6. Ten minutes to go. The highlights of tonight's game will be available probably tomorrow evening here in the CUTV YouTube channel. Again, we are undergoing some repairs on the camera. We've got a replacement 4K model today, but it has to be taken away to get the footage off. It's going to be another throw, about 15 yards down line from the original position. Notched in. Into the penalty area. Here's Burrows. Popped in first time. Good header away by Crover. Here's Gillies. Stabbed away. Good presence there by Williams. Now Renato Prifty avoids one slide challenge and body checks in the second. That is a free kick if ever I've seen one. And there could also be further punishment for Scott Callahan. And he's going to be the first man to go in the book in the 81st minute. It hasn't been exactly an ill-tempered game between Marchtown United and Coventry United. And there we go, first yellow card for Scott Callahan. No punishment, it would appear, for Sam Garner, who did just put his body in the way of Prifty. And the referee asking Coventry United to take the free kick again. I don't think the referee was in position. Well, the referee having a word with Devoyle, who wanted to get things going quickly. United still have a game to win here. They might be 3-0 down, but they're not going to give up on this game for anything. That's not the mentality that Roger Devoyle has as a captain. Crowther looks at Bradshaw on the left. It's brought down by Ryan Okaze. Here's Devoyle, not afraid to hit them. Devoyle cannons off Romanos and thumped up the other end, brought down by Crowther. Mazaffa looking to slip it through for Ethan Kavanagh. Just a step ahead of it was Brunby, who shepherds it into touch for the goal kick. And Romanos is struggling here, whether it's a time-wasting tactic or he really isn't sure. He's straight back to his feet, though. Referee's checking he's okay. Well, the Hares are bouncing in the scaffold end with just 6.5 minutes to go. Okaze cushion header down only as far as Burrows. Josh Burrows. Least said about that effort, the better. Crowder down the middle from the goal kick. Ethan Kavanagh crowded out and commits the foul. And surely not, the referee's not going to book him for that. Free kick, no doubt about it. Shove in from the side, but is it a yellow card challenge? No, it isn't. It's a final warning, I believe, for young Ethan Kavanagh, formerly of the Strachan Academy. Also had some time at Rugby Borough. Gibson urged to shoot. Probably better that he didn't. Would have been okay in a rugby game, but that one's straight over the post. Of course, in the situation they find themselves in, Marchtown United leading by 4 goals to 0. They won't care that they don't score a 5-0 lead, but the 3 points is all that they care about. So the 3 points is exactly what they're going to get. United, unfortunately, have been second best from the start, but you've got to show a lot of respect to these young lads who have given their all today in very difficult circumstances. Burrows, challenging behind by Jared Bradshaw. Goes to the ground under the challenge, but loses out the throw-in. Garner. Burrows shoves Prifty away, but Prifty gets stuck in again. And Ryan Okaze, looking for a ball down the left-hand side, it's over the white line for a throw. Break down the right-hand side. Well, they go for the old 5 here. Marchtown cross-plot by Crowther. And there's been a late goal at the New Den. It's Millwall 3, Coventry City 2. And the Sky Blues have given up a 2-0 lead and they're losing in London. Not a good day to be a Coventrian, it must be said. Free kick. Kavanagh caught from behind, referee says no. Bradshaw with the loose ball. Advantage gone. Garner lofts it straight to the goalkeeper. Ironic cheers from the Hare supporters. Prifty. Devoe wants it played through. It's played short to Brad Coleman. Williams, lofted ball, looking for Sammy Muzaffar. Gill first to it. It's probably the most action Gill's seen all afternoon in the second half. With just 3 minutes of normal time, I don't expect there to be much added time. Game definitely not in doubt. That's no doubt by Gillies on this near side. As you expect, they're in no rush to take this. The ball's bounced down the old tunnel here. I don't think Marchtown will be too displeased with that. Seconds ticking away on the referee's watch. Edwards with the throw. Burrows. Heavy first touch, but he has got it back. Looking for a friend. Diverted away by Coventry United. Now it's with Ronaldo Prifty. Can the Red and Greens get one back this afternoon? No, they can't. They've run down the left-hand side. Curtailed. And a lunge in by the United number 7 on Garner. Coleman could be in the book for this one. Harold Jones saying 12 out of 10 for the lads. Certainly in terms of effort, they've given everything today. Marchtown simply have been the better team, but Coventry United have not given up. And the referee having a word. That's a red card for Coventry United coach Gary Hardick. Well, isn't that the best way to start your Coventry United career? Gary Hardick's first match as a coach as Coventry United, and he's been sent off. Well, United manager Carl Nolan trying to see what the problem is. Watching from this side of the field, it's very difficult to tell what was said. Well, Hardick is dismissed and will likely face a touchline ban. Well, Craig Jones not happy with the decision. Well, manager Carl Nolan taking a back seat. And things going from bad to worse, really, for Coventry United. As their new coach, Gary Hardick, is sent off from the touchline. Gibson in. Nodded across. There's 5. A definitive victory for Marchtown United. Unchallenged header, back of the net. Just what Rob Conyard wanted when he entered the field as a substitute. Well, usually the old 5 is a thing to be celebrated for Coventry United, but not on this occasion as it's against them. The ball down the right-hand side. Edwards, will Gill keep that in? Yes, he will. And Gill will take his time. We've had 90 seconds of added time. We have had 2 drinks breaks, so there probably should be another 90 seconds at least. Offside flag raised against Conyard. Bradshaw battling hard. Okaze blocking the presence of Jack Friend, so that Bradshaw could get on the end of it again. Bradshaw. Capital target nodded away by Callahan. Cushion header by Prifty. Romanos back to the goalkeeper, Gill. Gill down the centre of the park. And Crowther nods it back. Williams back to Tregartha. Referee checks the watch. And it's handball against, I think it's Conyard who got on the end of that one. It's a disappointing one for Marchtown United. One more attack here for Coventry United. Muzaffar rolls away from the boots. He was about to enter the centre circle. Gillies couldn't get on the end of that through ball. And out for the goal kick. Referee will surely be blowing time on this one. A strong attendance for Marchtown United, and they'll all be happy to see 3 points on the board and 5 goals in the goal difference. It's played short to Crowther. Hooked wide, Friend. Poor control. The referee ends the game. 5-star performance from Marchtown United on the score sheet. But it has to be said, it was a 5-star performance in terms of effort from Coventry United. Very difficult conditions at 31 degrees against a team who are certainly favourites to win the league title, and they certainly showed why they are favourites to head up to step 4. The results wasn't in favour of Coventry United, not by a long way, but you have to give a lot of respect to these young lads for coming all this way, giving it their all. Not quite pulling off the victory, but they gave everything for the badge and for the shirt, and that's all we can ever ask in these changing times at Coventry United. Final score at the GER Sports Ground, Marchtown United 5, Coventry United 0. And that's us done here on CUTV. We are back in 2 weeks for the game against Long Buckby AFC on the 27th of August at the Butts Park Arena. Tickets £8 for adults and £1 for under 18s. Then it is off to Easington on Bank Holiday Monday, the 29th of August, before another week's break as we're on holiday on the 3rd of September. Highlights will be available tomorrow night because we've got to get the coverage off this new camera, and well, it's going away tonight, so we've got to get the footage elsewhere. From everyone here at CUTV, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.